Good morning everyone, and welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Matt. In today's video we're gonna be doing a cute little weekly vlog. I thought it would be fun if I just filmed kind of what I'm up to during the week. There will be some planty stuff. I do have some chores that I need to get done, and I'll just share my everyday little nonsense. Today is Monday and I'm just getting ready to start my workday. I got my coffee. I have some just regular double shot espresso coffee with some Irish syrup. Very excited to drink that. I need the wake-up call. I have a cutie little plant that I want to put on a moss pole, so that's gonna be something for later today. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy this video. Grab yourself a cozy little beverage and snack, and let's get cracking. Like I mentioned in the intro, I actually have a cutie little plant that I want to pot up and put on a moss pole. So I think that's what I want to do right now. And it is my Philodendron Majestic. She is a really tiny cutie pie. I got this plant around 2 months ago at the beginning of December, and it was just a small plug plant. I put it into some soil and basically just waited to see some roots on the outside of the pot. I want to get this on a moss pole. Because I am a firm believer that the sooner you get a plant on a moss pole, the better, because then obviously it will be able to attach to the moss pole sooner and hopefully give you the desired look of a plant growing on a moss pole a lot sooner. So while some people would say that this is too small to be up potted and go on a moss pole, I say YOLO. I say I'm gonna go for it. If it works, great. If it doesn't, that's also fine. My plant care is very YOLO, and I just try things. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. So we're gonna be putting her into a 12 centimeter. I believe this is like a 4-inch or a 3-inch. No, it's not a 3-inch. It's like a 4-inch, I would say. Quite an upsize, I would say, but I think this plant should be fine. Like, hybrid philodendrons are pretty hardy. This is a hybrid of the Philodendron verrucosum and the Philodendron soderoy. I actually have both of those plants in my collection, and my soderoy, she's doing pretty well. No complaints there. Verrucosum, I mean, it's a verrucosum. What else can I say? Obviously, it's a difficult diva, and obviously she is struggling. I mean, she's not struggling, but she's like a tiny baby plant because I'm trying to restart her from wet sticks. Safe to say it ain't going well. But anyway, yes, this is their hybrid, and usually hybrid plants are a lot more vigorous than their parents. Also, I will be putting her on a large moss pole. This is a plastic closed back one, and this is a pretty large moss pole, but I hate using those like small moss poles because then if you want to switch it over to a bigger moss pole, it's kind of a hassle. So I just like using a bigger moss pole from the get-go. I find it makes things a lot easier, and I already have one pre-built. And I'm also gonna be using a little bit of a chunkier mix than I usually would for philodendrons. So this is Soil Ninja's Anthurium and Orchid mix, mixed with a little bit of tree fern fiber. I would say there is like maybe 10 to 20% of tree fern fiber in here, and this is like a pretty chunky mix. And the reason why I want to use a bit of a chunkier mix for this plant is because sometimes there's a tendency to overwater a moss pole, and you can't really judge like how much water the moss pole is taking up, and sometimes some of that excess water actually manages to get into the pot and into the soil. And I find that if you have a little bit of a chunkier mix, it's not as detrimental to your plant's health as if you had, for example, a pretty dense mix, and then if it was moist and it gets even more moist, problems tend to happen. So I am gonna go with a little bit of a chunkier mix, and also I really do like this mix because it has that additional tree fern fiber, which will hopefully help this plant to root really nicely. Okay, I talked for way too long. Let's get going. So first things first, we gotta unpot her and see what we are working with. Now, again, this was a small plug plant, but she definitely didn't have as many roots, and I can see some really nice, healthy roots. You can actually see the plug right there. That's kind of like part of the plug. So although this is a pretty small plant with like not the most robust root system, I am not worried about potting it up. Like I mentioned, worst case scenario, I can always kind of like rehab her and start over again. I will definitely be watching this plant like a hawk. I am really excited to have a Majestic. I only bought one right now because they were always kind of like a little bit pricey over here in Europe. So I was just waiting for like a good price, and this baby wasn't too expensive. So I was willing to spend a little bit of money to buy this plant. And I'm excited to grow it. I think the Majestic is a really, really beautiful plant. I hope she will do well for me. I don't know, we will see. But this is the root system that we are working with, pretty good. I do see that some of these like older roots are a little bit dead, but it's not like root rot or anything. It's basically just, you know, roots, old roots dying off. And I think that is something that a lot of people don't really talk about. Roots age, and they will just die with time. So seeing dead roots in your soil isn't always detrimental to the health of your plant. Sometimes it's just a normal process that your plant has to go through. So there we go. She is cutie patootie. She's so cute. I love her so much. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put some soil at the bottom of the pot, and I really should get my little soil scoop, but I'm too lazy. Actually, what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna put, you can't see anything, let me go ahead and scooch a little bit. I'm gonna put some soil at the bottom of the moss pole, like these. But yeah, I really, really like this soil mixture. I mean, Soil Ninja has truly an amazing range of mixes, and I really, really love their soils. Oh, there we go. I'm gonna move you again so you can see what the hell I'm actually doing. So now that I have some soil in the pot, I'm just gonna go ahead and take the cutie little plant, and I'm trying to see if she has like a clear backside. And like all of her aerial roots are basically to the side, so she doesn't really have a clear backside. So I think I'm just gonna plant her like this. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think this will be good. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and pot her up, and we will just hope for the best, y'all. We will just hope for the best. But again, plants are more resilient than we give them credit for, so I am certain that she will do fine. Now, maybe it would be smarter to do this, you know, during the warmer periods of the year, like spring or summer. But my kind of logic is that I like to prepare my plants for the growing season. Because this way, when I pot them all up in January or in February, I feel like they actually have some time to, get settled in. And then once spring comes, I feel like they jump into action a lot faster and a lot easier. So that's kind of my logic behind it. Does that logic hold any water or truth? I don't know. I am just a hobbyist, and honestly, whatever I say or do on this channel, please take it with a big grain of salt, because I am not an expert. I'm not a horticulturist. I'm not a botanist. I am just a hobbyist doing this for the hell of it, doing this for the fun of it, doing this because I enjoy it, and I never claim to be an expert or anything like that. I just like filming my process and doing a lot of things through trial and error. Like, yes, you can read up on a lot of things when it comes to plant care and how to take care of a certain plant and how to do this and how to do that. Like, those things are great, but I think that the practical experience, the trial and error, is how you truly learn how to take care of plants. No matter what you read, what somebody says, I think you should always take that with a grain of salt, and just do your own thing. Try your own experiments, see what works for you, see what doesn't work for you, because just because a thing works for like person A, it doesn't mean it will work for person B or vice versa. So I think the most important thing in this hobby is to just experiment and try things out for yourself. But there we go, she's potted up. She does have a couple of air pockets, but honestly, I'm not too worried about that. Once, I start watering it regularly and stuff like that, those will settle. I think she is cute. It does look a little bit silly because she is on like such a big moss pole and she is just such a tiny little plant. But honestly, as long as she starts growing and jumps into action once spring comes, I will be very happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and take her downstairs into the shower and give her a good watering so I can also moisten the moss bowl while I'm at it. Oh God, okay. Good evening, I am back, we're back. It is late, it is evening. It is currently 7:50 and I just took a shower. I'm so pooped, like work today was really difficult. Nothing special happened, just for some reason my brain wasn't braining at all and I was struggling so hard with my current task. I started like a new task and I could not figure out how to do it, and I must have tried like 10 different ways, started it off like a couple of different times, and I was so frustrated. I was so freaking frustrated and drained. But it's fine. It's fine. I got over it. Like it's okay. We can't be productive 100% of the time. Sometimes you will just have those off days where no matter what you do, it just won't turn out good, and that's fine. I'm just going to give myself the grace to accept my failure. It wasn't all failure. Like I learned what doesn't work. Let's say that. So tomorrow is a new day. I have kind of a more clear image of how I want to tackle this task tomorrow. So I think tomorrow will be a better day. So I'm just kind of keeping that in mind. But yeah, it just exhausted me because I don't work like a really physically demanding job, but it is mentally quite demanding and it just drains all of my energy. So I was completely pooped afterwards and I went to the store. I had to buy some groceries because we literally had nothing in our home. So I went to the store and then I was trying to draw for myself and I literally had no mental capacity to do so. And I decided, okay, no, I'm not gonna try to force productivity. Like I would love to be productive all the time, but sometimes it's just not possible. It's just not possible to be always productive and always to do something and always like go towards your goals. Sometimes you just need to take the L and do something else. So I decided to at least clean my studio a little bit. So I did that because I find it a lot easier if I clean my studio or my space in general often in like smaller increments of time rather than if I pile it all in one day, because if I do it all in one day, it takes hours and then I'm exhausted and it feels overwhelming. So hot tip, if you have trouble like keeping up your space tidy and neat, just do a little bit of cleaning every day. Like it doesn't need to be anything major. It can be just like 15 to half an hour, just a little goes a long way. Just, clean up the dishes, wipe down a surface. If you wipe down a surface each day, that's already like 7 surfaces by the end of the weekend. So that's not bad. So I did clean a little bit my studio. I vacuumed, I cleaned the bathroom. So I'm feeling great about that. And then I took a shower and now I am ready to relax. I'm actually going to be reading my book. I'm currently reading Our Wives Under the Sea by Julia Armfield, and I am really loving this story. I am almost done with it. I have around 60 pages left. And the story is great. So basically, it's about these two women who are married to each other. And like one of them is a marine biologist. She goes on just like what they thought would be a regular expedition in like a submarine thingy. And then the submarine drops to like unimaginable depths, and like everything is dark, and they get stuck there for months and months on end without like no communication, no signal, no nothing. And once she returns, things are not right. Things are not as they shall be. She is bleeding. She is like, her skin is falling off. Like, she spends all of her days in the bathtub. She only drinks salt water. So something is clearly off. And I am so eager to find out, like, what is this mystery? I have a couple of theories, but I'm so excited to find out. But that part is amazing. However, the other character, because it's like from the two wives' perspective, like Leah is the marine biologist, and then the other one is called Miri. And Miri's point of view, I cannot with that woman. She's so annoying. I find her parts, her chapters to me are so annoying, especially in the beginning. I'm like, I don't care that you like went for a jog, or that you were gossiping with your coworker, or what you ate in your day. I do not care about that. Give me the freaking story. And on top of all of it, she is just, I'm so heated with her. I'm so mad at her. I'm so mad at that character, because her wife is going through all of these horrible things, and she does nothing. Like, she literally watches her wife disintegrate in front of her, and she doesn't call the police. She doesn't call the hospital. She doesn't call anybody. Like, she does call the Marine Center for whom the woman was working, but like, that's not enough. If her gums are bleeding every single day, you call the frickin' ambulance. So that part of the story is a little bit, I mean, finally, around like page 140, she becomes a little bit more useful. But I'm just like, go to the doctor, goddamn. So yeah, I'm excited to finish this book, though. I'm really excited to see what will happen. And I will definitely be finishing it tonight, because I only have 60 pages left, and I usually go to sleep around 10:30. So I think I will definitely be able to finish this book. Usually I don't like start reading this early in the evening. Usually I only start reading at like 9:30. But I don't know, I just really wanted to finish this book tonight, and I felt like chilling and being cozy. I have a little cup of chamomile tea. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on just some ambient reading music and have a good freaking time. I talked for way too long. I'm sorry. I just got done reading the book, Our Wives Under the Sea, and oh my god, the ending, it was so intense. I was like, what the hell is happening? I mean, I was kind of anticipating what will happen. I am a little bit disappointed that we didn't get more of an explanation towards the end, like what exactly happened. Like, I want to know what exactly happened. I don't know. I'm conflicted. I mean, it's a great book, and it definitely makes you think, but I am the kind of person that likes to have a conclusion, likes to have an answer. So usually kind of open-ended stories, I'm like, but also I get it, like it fits with the theme of like the deep sea underwater. There's so much we don't know about the depths of our oceans. So in that way, I understand. And yeah, but such a great book. It was so intense. I was literally just, it's the last, like I didn't like the first 100 or so pages, but literally the last 50 pages or so made up for it like big time. So honestly, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5. I would love to give it a 5 out of 5, but unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier, Miri, the like one of the characters, is just I just cannot. I just cannot. And like I said, the first half of the book wasn't that interesting, but boy, that ending was so freaking good. And honestly, I am terrified of water, or like oceans and the deep sea. And this, it hit so hard. I loved it so much. I don't know what I'm gonna read next after this, because this was really good. So yeah. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed my little book review. Let me know if you've read this book, and if you haven't, I highly recommend it. I will see you tomorrow. I don't know what's on the agenda for tomorrow. We will see, but hopefully it will be something fun. So yeah, I'm gonna hit the hay because it's late, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night. It is Tuesday, and it is a really nice sunny day for once. It's cold as hell outside, but it is sunny, and I thought we could tackle a plant that has been really neglected, and I'm talking about my Philodendron Ring of Fire. This is a plant that I neglect a lot. I don't know what to do with this plant. Like, I used to have it on a moss pole, and then I didn't like how it was looking on the moss pole, so I removed the moss pole, and it's just kind of, it's like wobbly. It doesn't look great. The leaves don't look great. I am gonna try to put some more effort into this plant and see how she will do and see how she will look, because obviously she can't look nice if I'm not putting any effort into her. So I will try to put a little bit more effort into this plant, and if she starts doing better, great. If she doesn't, well, then she will meet the compost. Yeah, she is planted directly in terracotta, which is something that I don't do, but I don't know, for some reason I was just like, oh, let me try planting it in terracotta, but I hate it, and I think the plant hates it as well, and I am pretty sure that she might even have a root rot, although the roots look good. The roots still look good, so maybe not. We will see. We will find out momentarily. Actually, yeah, the roots do look quite good, but I just want to give her like a bigger home. I want to put her in a plastic nursery pot. Okay, the roots, they're very spindly. So I'm not sure. There definitely are some dry roots, but for the most part, I think the roots are fine. Yeah, they're just very like hairy and spindly and really, I don't know, like they're very stretchy. Yeah, they are falling off. So there is certainly some dead roots in here, but there's also some alive ones, I would presume. I don't know, but what I want to do is just clean her up a little bit, and I want to pot her into something a little bit bigger, and also pot her like lower, so I can actually cover some of these upper nodes here, and so I can actually stabilize her, because this is a self-heading plant. So, you know, with time, these just become a little bit too wobbly. And like I said, I did have her on a moss pole before, which did obviously stabilize her really well. But I don't know, y'all know that I'm trying to reduce the number of moss poles. So having a plant like this that I don't really like, I don't know, I just don't care too much about this plant. So I don't think there is like a reason for me to keep it in a moss pole or on a moss pole. And also this plant like doesn't really need a moss pole. Self-heading plants usually are like fine without a moss pole. They can still size up and grow. So I I don't find it a necessity for this plant to have a moss pole, so I'd rather not, but I definitely want to plant her a lot deeper. Okay, so I cleaned her up a little bit. I think the rest of the roots that she has are fine. I'm just gonna give her a little shaky. And I will probably not be reusing this soil because I did break off quite a bit of roots, but we will see. I will just go ahead and put that to the side. And I have a 20 centimeter pot. I believe this is like, is this 8 inches? It says 8 inches. Okay. So yeah, we are just gonna go ahead and pot her, and I think I'm gonna like pot her really, really deep in there just so I can really stabilize her. I think that would be the good move, and then hopefully she can also start, you know, growing from those nodes and root further into the substrate. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove some of this sheathing and old roots that are no longer serving the plant. But yeah, it is such a beautiful sunny day. I'm so happy that the sun is out. It did get quite cold again, which I'm not a fan of. I'm like, can we just skip forward to spring already? Like, I'm tired of the cold, and I'm tired of just winter. Also, I am using just some like a scrap soil. I like to call this my little scraps because this is basically this. I put like soil that's not like, that has been used but isn't like bad in here. So there's like a bunch of stuff in here. There is also some sphagnum in here. There is some like, there's probably some tree fern fiber. There's pumice. There is all sorts of stuff. But for plants like this that aren't like, you know, that aren't my favorite or that I don't think are too finicky, I don't mind using it. Now, some of these like lower leaves will be buried, and I actually think I'm just gonna remove those lower leaves. Look away if you don't like seeing leaves getting chopped up, because I'm chopping them. I chopped them. See, now I can just plant her a little bit deeper and it will be better. Plus these leaves on the whole just don't look great. Like they are kind of starting to turn and yellow. Like, what is this? I don't need to keep that. So yeah, sometimes it's okay to just hack a plant up, you know, she will regrow, she will be fine. So I'm just gonna go ahead and bury her, and hopefully this will A, stabilize her, and B, actually make her a lot happier, because I hope that she can, like I mentioned earlier, I hope that she can actually root from those nodes now into the soil, and that will also further stabilize her, so that will be great. So I'm just gonna go ahead and backfill her, and we will just see. I am really trying this year to kind of curate my collection and make all of my plants happy, or like at least care for them a little bit more. Like, I don't want to have plants in my collection that are getting completely neglected. Like, obviously there's always going to be some level of neglect. Like you will never be able to keep track of all of your plants like 100% of the time, because, you know, life happens, stuff happens, and sometimes life is unpredictable, and sometimes you just have to focus on other things, and sometimes your plants just have to take a bit of a setback and become a secondary priority, sometimes even like a tertiary priority, because you just have other things in your life, and that is completely fine. However, I do want to just eliminate, or I just want to shrink the number of plants that are getting neglected. Let's say that. Like, I just wanna make it so that I have more plants that are cared for than neglected. So yeah, I think this is looking a lot better now, and she is a lot more stable. She's not as wobbly as she was, and I hope she will continue to do good. Now, some of these petioles are buried, which might be a problem, but again, I'm just experimenting. We will see how how this will do. If she does well, great. If she doesn't, also great. Like worst case scenario, I can always hack her up and start her again from wet sticks. So honestly, I think that's one of the best things about plants, that you can always just restart a plant. Like it's never truly over. It's never truly dead, unless you have like, there are some plants that you can't really recover, but like for the most part, aeroids, especially philodendrons, monsteras, and that kind of stuff, you can always wet stick propagate them, and like 9 times out of 10, it will reroot and regrow. So yeah, but I think this is a lot better of a solution. And once she actually starts growing again, I think I will start attaching those like little pot extender thingies, because those are great for like these self-heading types of plants. So yeah, Ring of Fire, she's a cutie, and hopefully I'll be able to take better care of her now. I will definitely go ahead and give her a shower as well, because she is just looking a little bit dusty and crusty. I just got done filming another video, my 5 low maintenance plants for anxious girlies. I am really excited for that video. I hope it will do well. I actually wanted to ask you guys, if you do have any content or video ideas, I would really like to hear your opinion. Obviously, I think you guys have amazing opinions and ideas, and I would really appreciate your help with coming up with content ideas, because honestly, sometimes it can be hard. I mean, you know, there is only so much you can talk about when it comes to plants. So sometimes I actually struggle coming up with video ideas, and I would really appreciate if you would give me some suggestions and some guidance. But yeah, I finished filming that video. Now I have a bit more work to do, and then I will probably go on a little walk, because I want to enjoy the outdoors and the air. So yeah, I will catch you later. Delicious. Such a nice day, but it's kind of chilly. But yeah, perfect time for a walk and to clear the noggin, because yes, she be overthinking. So walks are just a perfect way to kind of unwind at the end of the day. Good evening. So I just got out of the shower. I came back from my walkies. It was very nice. I find walking is such a great thing to do for my mental health, honestly. I mean, it's great for your physical health as well, but it is so good for my mental health as well. And I picked up walking because, you know, I've been kind of lazy and I haven't really been exercising. I haven't been doing my yoga, which I do kind of feel bad, because I used to be very regular at my yoga practice, and then I just kind of fell off the wagon and had a really hard time to pick it back up. So I don't know, I'm trying to at least walk every day, like at least get some form of exercise. Obviously, walking isn't like the most optimal exercise. Like you should still be working on your strength and everything. Right now, I'm just in the mindset of at least do some kind of exercise, like at least do a little bit every day, and it's better than just sitting around and moping. So yes, walking has been great because it's low impact and I can do it whenever. So I did that. Also, it was so cute because I was walking like literally the entire time. I was walking behind these 2 guys, and they were kind of like had like a punky aesthetic. And something y'all need to know about me, I am a sucker for a punky aesthetic. And whenever I see like a punker kid on the street or whatever, I'm just like, you're my baby, you're my child. And yeah, I'm just very much into the punk punk rock aesthetic. And these 2 guys were walking in front of me, and I was just like, I was shipping it hardcore. Okay, mama, the fanfic wrote itself because they were so cute. And I was like, I was literally that meme, the now kiss meme, if y'all know that one. But yeah, I don't know. Sometimes when I like walk around, I just look at other people and I kind of imagine a story for them. And I don't know. I think it's cute. I think it's probably the artist in me. And now I kind of have a desire to actually like draw my own characters inspired by them. I think that would be cute. So maybe. But anyways, that's beside the point. I had a better day today. Work was a lot better today. However, I still feel like I'm a little bit behind, but that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit more work, maybe edit even this vlog up to this point. We'll see what I'll be in the mood for. I also saw that Fern uploaded a new video, her like dark plants collection, so I'm excited to watch that as well. And then afterwards, I will be starting a new book, and I'm gonna be starting We Used to Live Here by Marcus. Oh Jesus, almost dropped the book. By Marcus Kliewer? Kliewer? I don't know how you pronounce that last name. But basically, this is some kind of like haunted house horror situation. So yeah, I'm excited. I had this book on my TBR for quite a while, and I wanna dig in. I wanna see what it's all about. I know that the reviews, like some people love it and some people hate it, so we shall see. I don't know. I have been really into horrors lately, which is so funny because during the like Halloween season, I read no horrors. I don't know. I was very much into romance, in particular queer romance. That's my favorite kind of romance. So I have been reading a lot of like romance books during like the fall months, and now I'm kind of in a horror mood. So I will be starting this book, and I hope it will be a good one. Tomorrow I will probably not be doing a lot of filming since I have to work, and then later on I'm gonna be going out with some friends. So yeah, I don't want to like shove a camera in their face. So I will probably not be doing like anything really planty or whatever, but on Thursday we shall probably continue this vloggy adventure. So yeah, I hope you're at least enjoying it thus far. And I shall catch you tomorrow. I love it when the sun hits the girlies. They look so good. My little girlies enjoying their sunshine. Look at my Soderoy. She's so pretty. I love this plant. Also my Splendid, getting to enjoy the sunshine. Oh, I love this velvety sheen. So stunning. Just plants are so beautiful. Like how do you not want like 100 of this in your house? I don't understand. Also Monstera is basking in the light as well. She did push up a new leaf, but it's like super tiny, which is, I don't know what's up with her. I'll probably chop her once springtime comes, because yeah, this is not it. I want like large leaves like these over here. So yeah. And speaking of Monsteras, it's always such an exciting, fun time when my Tycon is giving me a new leaf, and she is working on this one currently. And I am surprised that this has been growing throughout the winter months pretty well. Like, I think it pushed out like this leaf, and now it's working on a third leaf. And that's like all throughout winter. So I would say she has consistently given me like one leaf per month, which is pretty fabulous. But she's getting quite large, and honestly, I think she will outgrow this Motherlight pretty soon. I do like this Motherlight, but I don't know, like I think I will need to figure out a better setup for her eventually. Also, she does have a yellowing leaf down here, but I'm just gonna wait till it like completely yellows off before chopping it. But yeah, I'm so excited. I'm always so excited when this plant gives me a new leaf, so yay. My gorgeous baby girl, Friday. She needs a drink. I am heading out, but I just wanted to show you my outfit because I think I look freaking cute. So yeah, I'm out of breath. That's what I am. I just got finished with work and now I am gonna head over to the train station and then I'm gonna go to the capital city, meet my friends. We're gonna have a cute kiki, coffee. Loves it so much. Also, of course, since it's cold, I have to wear my fabulous coat and I absolutely love this coat. I love a coat that moves. So yes, I don't know, just putting on a cute outfit can really lift my mood from 0 to 100. So I don't know, I'm just happy when I get to wear like cute little outfits. Also, I'm wearing a really nice perfume. God, what is it called? I'll put it over here because I can't remember the name of it. But yeah, anyways, I gotta go. So just wanted to give you guys a quick little check-in. Bye! It is currently Thursday. I am on my lunch break. I just ate. It was really yummy. And now I'm just gonna like take a couple of minutes to, decompress and then get back to work. But I thought I would chime into the vlog and let y'all know what I'm up to. So I went to some drinks with friends yesterday. It was really fun. We had a really great time. So it was very cute, but I literally barely slept last night. I don't know, I just couldn't fall asleep for the life of me. So I am holding on for dear life today. And it is a cold, dreary, gloomy day. I hate it. It's gray, it's overcast. Oh, it's disgusting. I miss the sun and it's also so cold. Like I don't even know how cold it is. I think it's like 1 or 2 degrees Celsius. It's literally 2 degrees Celsius. Like this is 3 degrees Celsius. That's cold. That's freaking cold. And I don't like it. And it seems like the temperature won't be like increasing anytime soon. Like the forecast is just saying that's gonna continue to be cold. And I'm like, no, not the cold, not the cold. Also, I want to give you a bit of a reading update. I started reading We Used to Live Here and I'm already on like page 100. I am hooked. It's so good. It starts off with a bang from the beginning, which I love. I hate when books have like long intros. So I absolutely love it. It's so intense. It's really creeping me the hell out. So I can't read it like at night when I'm home alone because she be spooked. But yeah, I'm really loving it. Especially the character of Charlie, like the girlfriend. She is so cool. I love her. But yeah, I am really curious to see what will happen next. And yeah, I think I will probably be finishing that book during the weekend because I'm so excited to read it. So I'll just probably like marathon the whole thing during the weekend. Today, I honestly will probably just like edit. Probably. I might do some like plant maintenance. I have to check who like needs, or like I have to check if anybody needs water. I'm pretty sure like all the divas are good, but I might have to water like a couple here and there. Also, I think I have to top up some moss poles with water, so maybe we'll do that together. But yeah, I will catch you later. Oh, I'm full. I ate too much. I could definitely water my Hoya linearis. I find that this Hoya is actually a lot thirstier than some of my other Hoyas. And I find that I don't like to let this one dry out completely because then it has the tendency to actually drop its like needle foliage. So if you're struggling with Hoya linearis, try giving it a bit more water. I don't know, that seems to be doing the trick for me. I mean, look at her, she's so gorgeous. Also, I recently chopped her up and now she's like shooting out all of these like new fresh vines, and I can never get enough of this plant. She is absolutely stunning. Also, my Australis Lisa needs some water. She is so pretty. I absolutely love this plant, and look how well she is rooted in the pot. Like that is fabulous. I just really like how she's growing, like her growth pattern and everything. I think she's just such a cutie. I really hope that she will bloom for me this year. That will be absolutely stunning. This plant doesn't need water, but I just want to show you my variegated Maranta. Oops, I'm dropping some soil. But yeah, she is stunning. I absolutely love this plant. Like, just such a good grower. And I mean, a grower and a shower. My lemon lime is also starting to look really, really gorgeous. She also had some blooms. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any active right now, but she is such a gorgeous diva, and I actually put her directly under those like Moya, like the Barina dupe grow lights, and obviously she loves it. So that just goes to show you that you don't need like super fancy expensive grow lights to make a plant happy. Sorry, I don't mean to turn this into a show and tell, but I'm just like, oh, all of these plants are so cute and they deserve attention. Anyways, this is my silver dragon, and I love her so much. I recently put her into semi-hydro, and she is doing so freaking well. Like, you can see some roots in here. And she just took to the transition like a champ, and she's throwing out lots of gorgeous new foliage. So yeah, such a pretty plant. It is currently Friday. I just got done with work and I got all dressed, and now I'm gonna head to the train and then I'm gonna go to the capital. But yeah, just wanted to show you my cute little outfit. I'm just wearing this shirt. I freaking love this shirt. It's one of my favorite shirts. A little green formal shirt underneath, and then just some black jeans. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out, take you with me, and hopefully get some nice little footage. Hello, it is currently Saturday 1 p.m. and I just finished reading this book. We used to live here, and I have to talk about it because it was so good. I loved it. Like, I literally, oh my god, it was so amazing. Like, I literally couldn't put this thing down. Every single page, like, the story was amazing. There weren't any boring parts. It was so interesting. It was so, like, I really wanted to know what happened. I loved the beginning. I loved the middle. I loved every single part of this book, which is honestly super, super rare. Oftentimes, I'm either bored at the beginning, or I don't like the ending, or there's always at least one part of the book. Even if I love the book, there is usually always at least one part that I'm like, eh. But this book, my god, it delivered, and I gobbled it up. I ate it up. Like, I loved it. I loved it so much. It was so good. So if you like horror-y, it was so like, it's not like too horror-y, especially the ending. I was expecting like a much more brutal ending, let's say that, but it is very eerie. It's very thought-provoking. You can really feel the emotions of the main character, which is truly such, like, it's such a difficult skill to obtain for a writer, to really like flesh out their characters completely and to make you feel the way that the characters feel. I think that is such a difficult skill to achieve, and it's one that truly requires a lot of skill and a lot of patience. And this author, Marcus Kliewer, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, did it absolutely perfectly. I loved all the characters. It was just so good. It was so good. Anyway, I wanted to jump on and end this little vloggy vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know in the comment section below because I really liked filming it. So if you would like to see more, let me know. I would definitely be down for making more of these kind of weekly chill vlogs where I can just like, you know, where we can just spend a little bit of time together. I like to just, you know, turn on the camera for like a little chit chat or like little tasks. I think it's very, very fun. So I hope you enjoyed it as well. But until next time, I hope you have a super fabulous, amazing day and goodbye.